Yo, 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 yo. What it is. I had that like button. Boys went live last night. My ass Carl, the customer, ended up having to ride with me. Fucked everything up. Gaming, what it is. Yeah, we gotta dive back into that Meek Mill shit too, yo. We probably do that tonight or tomorrow. So I ain't finished with him, yo. Him and Boosie. I'm sick of these niggas. Thinking thinking they doing something for somebody. They ain't doing nothing for nobody. But yo, that Nolan Wells coverage is I don't like it. I ain't gonna lie. I do not like a lot of the coverage of Nolan Wells. It's like yo, people is doing videos, 2, 3 videos a day without no new information. That's why for the most part I stayed out of that shit. Like I stay out of that. When something substantial come out like that Ceto, that's when I cover it. That's when I speak on it. But just keep running all these wild narratives and blaming this person and blaming that person. I can't participate in that. I can't do that, yo. Like I watch it, but I just be shaking my head though. You know, I'm Stephen A. Smith, Tisa Tells. You know how she get down. You know she gonna run a story to the motherfucking moon if she can run that bitch. Um, I think the best coverage of it is Nancy Grace. And then, yo, they claimed that Ceto audio. You can't debate that. What was said? What was the last that have been said in that Ceto audio? I don't think it's debatable no more. For real. What I just watched yesterday, and I'm gonna show y'all on Nancy Grace. You can't debate that no more, man. Those words, that's the last that have been said, was fucking said. Straight up. I had to get some had to get some gas for real. What's up, Heath? I'm ready to find a little spot to post up before they start sending me calls. Cause y'all gotta hear this shit. Hey, y'all gotta hear this cleaned up Ceto call if you ain't already heard it. I'm only going across this bridge. But yeah, I'm like, damn, yo, like how the fuck do y'all got videos every single day, 3 times a day? Blaming this person. No, this person is a liar. This like yo, what the fuck? Like that's how investigations get ruined, man. You ruin investigations that way, right? And it's like I think a lot of these people thinking they doing a family, they helping a family, but they really doing them a disservice. Like I understand the skepticism. Shit, I'm skeptical too. I don't trust none of that shit. I don't trust the investigation in Mississippi. But if you're not putting out accurate information, you're just making it worse. And And then you gotta recognize too, yo, we still with kids, man. Like, man, these blogs be relentless, man. Like, they don't give a fuck. It's all about views for these people. Everybody involved in this situation, or alleged to have been involved, is all fucking children, 21 and under. And everybody speaking on them is fucking grown ass adults. I got head with so called. Hold up. So Nancy Grace brought the girl on there that they transcribed or you know, updated the audio to that call. Y'all gotta listen to this.
Requested. Download Grant Cash Advance from the App Store today.
Bombshell tonight in the investigation of the death of a young man, Nolan Wells. Death threats are flying. One actually says there's going to be blood. So much blood. Another death threat says, don't go outside. I want to thank you.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't give a fuck about the death threat. That shit not important. A lot of them people just talking online, man. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna do that goddamn thing. They talk online.
For being with us.
At all. They could have been saying that.
Oh, hey yo, y'all gotta watch. You might have to watch this tomorrow. The dude, the police dude Tatum. Man, I watched some shit the other day with a 20 black college kids versus him in a debate. Man, they barbecued that boy, man. I knew he was stupid. And they barbecued that boy, man. I'm like that. First I was saying, they need to put me on there. But after I watched it, I said, oh, no, they handled this shit. They ain't even need me. Shit. They might have did a better job than I could ever do. You know, because they was coming at him with historical data and shit like that. He ain't know what to do, man. That man, it's obvious what he's doing, yo. He just grifted. You feel me? He just tending to an audience. He ain't got no real opinions or no facts to back nothing he say. He just over that bitch talking. We're gonna check that out tomorrow. But yeah, y'all gotta hear this new updated CETO.
Not at all. The young lady, Katie, that he was hanging out with, I saw a text message from her alluding to the fact that she never saw him get on that boat at all. They could have been saying, don't die or is it dead, referring to the bilge pump. Somebody would have seen something if there was a dramatic commotion like this occurring on that boat.
I hope Nolan Wells died by accident. I'm not shutting down our crime stories investigation until I know.
Man, hold up, yo. Y'all got see this shit too, because I need to find where this motherfucking shade at. No shade out this place. AirPod. Somebody needs some air there to say something. All right, so listen to this shit, y'all.
Shutting down our crime stories investigation until I know.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership. Oh, let's go. What'd you say?
You know, if that sound is real, there's no getting away from that.
That sound ain't orchestrated. So look, she brings the girl on here. Here she go right here. Look, they cleaned it up even more than that.
Critical to this investigation. Her name, Janetta Brantley. Miss Brantley is the audio engineer who enhanced the 911 call, the CETO call, in the Nolan Wells case. So everybody claiming some ding-dong on YouTube did it, or somebody on Insta or TikTok did it, no. She did it. I've spoken to her. I've read her statement. I want you to judge her credibility. Credibility is normally the sole province of a jury, and tonight you serve in that function. Miss Brantley, I'm sure that you're getting all sorts of abuse, threats, and so forth. It's a cacophony that seemingly won't cease. That said, thank you for being with us tonight. Explain to me where you got the audio, how you got the audio, and what, if anything, you did to enhance the audio.
First and foremost, I basically downloaded it off of YouTube from WLOX News's YouTube site. And when I downloaded it, I ripped it off of YouTube. That's the terminology that we use when we take something off of YouTube. But when I ripped it off of YouTube
Pause.
and I pulled it in.
Pause, please. Objection. Miss Brantley, isn't it true
Yes.
that the audio you got was taken directly by XLO from MDMR, correct? The Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. Isn't that true?
Yes.
Okay, please continue, Miss Brantley.
So when I downloaded it from YouTube, I pulled it into my DAW, which is Logic Pro X. That's my DAW of choice. And when I first listened to it, I realized that it was like a dual mono recording, which most, most phone services or operators utilize when they're recording conversations. And so it was already split between the caller, the dispatch, and the callers in the background. And so that's what made it easy for me to isolate it without having to do much to it. So that isolation, when I separated the left channel from the right channel, that just made me be able to really focus on everything that was on the call end. And what I was hearing was I honestly could not believe what I was hearing.
Miss Janetta Brantley, isn't it true this is the same audio that was released by the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources?
Yes, that is absolutely correct.
Let's listen to it one more time.
Listen to this shit. Yo, listen to it like they cleaned it up even more. Listen to this shit, man. It's clear as day.
That was released by the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources.
Yes, that is absolutely correct.
Let's listen to it one more time.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership. Oh, let's go. What'd you say? It's going up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down. I don't know the phone number. It's either. I think it's. Try that. I know we have a membership, like guaranteed. I don't have the tag on here. It got ripped off.
Look, the one dude said, I thought we was calling the coast. Like, this is some bullshit, man. He said, I thought we was calling the coast. And if you know in this call, they declined the Coast Guard. They ain't want the Coast Guard to come.
What? No, we do not need that.
Check his chest.
Let me go look.
Yo. Look at this.
Stuck searching for better auto insurance? Speed things up with help from Intuit Credit Karma. We'll show you tailored options.
Membership, like guaranteed.
So this is the audio of them taking the dispatcher out. You can hear it clear as day. Clear as day.
I don't have the tag on here. It got ripped off. What? No, we do not need that. Let me go look. Hey, where's this? Man, jump in and pull the plug while you're going. Come on. Take out of here. Take out of here. Hello. Take out of here. Okay, what's going on? What's up? We're at the west tip of Horn, and our Doge pump stopped working. We're thinking, can y'all please come? We have a membership. Hello! Let's go! Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our Doge pump stopped working. We're thinking, can y'all please come? We have a membership. Hello! Let's go! David Hart? David Hart? David Hart?
Back to Janetta Brantley joining us tonight, and she shows herself in that video showing what she is doing. What does adding EQ mean, Miss Brantley?
Adding EQ is basically selecting a certain frequency of the actual sound and either deleting or removing a certain noise, something that's problematic to the ear, deleting that or boosting that. That's literally all EQing is.
What was your process, Janetta? Because I was sitting researching. It was early in the morning, like 5:45 a.m. several days ago, and I was researching the Nolan Wells case, and I saw the transcript as it was being played, and
Now, that was an alibi, man. That was an alibi. Yo, they called Cito and didn't even use Cito. They called Cito about the Boge pump, and she asked him how much water flooding the boat. They couldn't tell her. Like, yo, nothing about that car makes sense. Not the background noise, not even the fucking car. None of it makes sense, man. Like, I don't know what happened. But my issue is, My issue is that people is upset that other people got questions. Like, it's really a segment of society that's mad that people got questions. Like, yo, that is fucking insane, man. Yo, this not our first rodeo in the black community, yo. And it seems as though whenever it's a group of white kids and the victim is black, justice takes forever, if it ever comes. I didn't say did I say I don't know anything? I'm saying people got questions. And people are not wrong for having questions. If he was your family member, you would want questions. You would want answers, I mean. You would have a lot of questions. Because none of it makes sense. How'd he drown? For what we know, he can swim. How the fuck he drown, man? With all them people around. It was fucking 500 people at that goddamn river, whatever the fuck they was swimming in. How he drowned and nobody sees it. Nobody sees it. Like, man, come on now, what it is, Kenny? That doesn't make sense, man. Then you got Warren saying that he went with Katie. Katie saying he got, like, what are you talking about? It's a lot to question about this shit. And then if you go into the history, it's a history of this in America, yo. When a black person dies mysteriously, and he or she is around a group of fucking white people, justice is, I don't know, justice seems like it's on a fucking turtle race. It takes forever. If this was a group of black kids, they'd have locked all of them up. Why would they investigate? You understand what I'm saying? While they investigate, they will be in jail. All these kids right now is living their life while it's a whole criminal investigation going on. That's not how that shit go, yo. See, the problem is a lot of y'all don't know that. So y'all looking at us like, well, I don't understand what's the issue. The issue is that we know if the roles was reversed, because we have seen it 1,000 times, they would have been arrested first while the investigation continued. They wouldn't be on the street still living their life, lawyering up and suing people on social media. They has to be in fucking jail, man, because shit don't add up. Don't add up. Hold up, she gonna clean it up even more.
If this is real, this changes everything. It changes everything. Because up until that point, it seemed as if Nolan's death could very well have been an accident. If this is real, it changes everything. It's seismic. What was your reaction when you heard these words, Janetta Brantley?
I think at my core, I was in disbelief. I wasn't cleaning it or enhancing it to specifically look for or identify a crime or point the fingers at anybody. I believe I wanted it to be an accident. I think a lot of us wanted it to be an accident. So when I heard those things, when I heard "Damn it, Bart," that name stood out to me because I hadn't even heard that name before. As I was listening to certain things that stood out to me, I was in disbelief because, again, I'm just an audio engineer. I'm not an investigator, detective, or anything like that. So when I heard a name that I wasn't familiar with, it stood out to me, and that alone made me want to hear what was immediately said after "Damn it, Bart." And so that's why in that process where "Damn it, Bart" came in loud and clear to me, I decided to go over to the next part to hear what the rest of that statement was, which is where you saw me actually create a loop over that part, split that part, and then add a gain, which the gain is boosting the volume overall. And that's pretty much what you saw me do in that actual video. And so to hear, "Damn it, Bart, Nolan's really dead now," that I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it.
My reaction to Janetta, because when I first heard it, I thought this has got to be doctored. This can't be real. Don't move. Straight out to veteran trial lawyer Franz Borghardt, a veteran trial lawyer joining us out of the Baton Rouge jurisdiction at Borghardt's law firm. Franz, take off your defense hat just one moment. I have introduced wiretaps many times at trials, which are very hard to get, by the way. And I've never had one that I believed was doctored at the time.
Yo, I'm not. This is not fake information,
law
yo.
enforcement.
I think this is the most valid information that has came out about this case. To be honest, ain't nothing fake about this, y'all. I'm not delusional. Like, if y'all notice, I didn't even cover this situation for the first 5 days to a week. I ain't cover this. I stayed away from it because I know how social media get. Whenever you got a situation like this, you got some people that's all they trying to do is monetize off the situation. So they push wild narratives every single day. And that's what's been going on. I ain't been doing that shit. This might have been the second time I spoke on this. And it's all revolving this. And the hate that the people are getting just because they want answers. I don't spread no motherfucking conspiracy, no fake shit. This shit real. Now you can not want to believe it, but this is real, man.
This is from a completely independent source with no dog in the fight, no skin in the game. It's from Dispatch Cito. And if this is real, this blows the case wide up. Now, you saw Janetta Brantley. You've heard her. I have no reason to disbelieve anything she's saying.
So if I'm prosecuting this, I'm worried that I need a witness in 2026 to exclude the possibility that it's either AI generated or doctored, just like you suggested. And I think that she's very credible, but I think we need to go one step further. The other concern I have, Nancy, is if the independent autopsy is showing inconclusive death results, now I really want to see the other autopsy to see, is there trauma to the body? Is there something that happened? These are the concerns I would have as a prosecutor. But we've now opened the doors to these guys may in fact have committed obstruction of justice.
Hold on. You're putting the cart before the horse. Before we talk about obstruction, such as allegedly lying or covering something up.
That's all. And that, at the very least, at the most, that's what they get charged with. Obstruction of justice. They ain't gonna give them nothing serious if it ever comes down to a time when charges is faced. But let this would have been a group of black kids. Oh man, they all be going to jail, all be getting charged with murder, and they figure that shit out in court. They don't never do that shit when the kid's not black. They gonna figure that shit out in court, and then when it come down to sentencing, they gonna add all these lesser includeds. They never ever do that shit when it's some white kids, man. And it's a damn shame that a lot of white people refuse to acknowledge that. You got years and years of facts backing it. And they'll sit back and be like, oh, you're just being delusional. No, man, y'all being delusional, man. Y'all wanna live life in a fucking bubble. I live in reality, man. I cover cases every day. I know how this shit go. Hold on. He got a bail, man. He got a bond.
You've already mentioned too.
He got a bond. He didn't get set. He wasn't set free.
Two distinct lines of inquiry. One is that the audio that Janetta Brantley enhanced innocently, I believe, had been already AI or doctored. Okay, let's follow that through to its logical conclusion. You just throw that out there like a stink bomb at the circle. You know what a circle meeting is, right? In the United Methodist Church, all the ladies have circle meetings. Okay.
Yo, I ain't even know. I'm not even no Nancy Grace supporter either. The fuck, I don't support no more. I think Nancy Grace Nancy Grace be grifting. She one of the ones I'm talking about that's playing the social media game. But this audio is real. I believe. That lady ain't got no reason to lie. That lady ain't got no reason to lie.
Justice was doctored by before Janetta got it. Means it had to have been doctored or AI created by who? The Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. No, don't just go, that doesn't work in court, Burkhart's. You can't just throw, oh, that's like the side defense. Some other dude did it. What dude? What are you talking about? So you're saying AI doctored by who? If it's not Janetta, then who? She got it. The same sound that was released by the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. What? You think they doctored it?
There is nothing normal about this case. And if the
That's not what I asked you. I'm asking you to explain your premise, and you're not doing it.
I said if I were a prosecutor, I would want to be able to establish with expert testimony that what we are listening to is real. And I would want a witness, because I'm telling you, with this case, with as viral as it's been, I'm not disagreeing that it's real. I'm saying I would want to be able to bolster that very credible woman's testimony, and she is very credible. I have no doubt that what we're listening to and what she did is credible. The issue is, I don't know if she can go the distance to say,
okay,
right,
got it. She cannot testify as to whether MDMR had enhanced it or doctored it before it was released. But see, the problem is, you would have to ask someone to believe.
Like, look at all of the fucking hurdles you gotta climb just to get some type of, like, yo, I ain't never heard nothing like that question before. Never in my life. We got an audio that came from CETO or Marine Science, wherever the fuck it came from. It gets enhanced, and we question it if it's real. Like, yo, that shit crazy. If they was black kids, it wouldn't have been no question. Yeah, they did that shit. That shit real as can be. The same people that's calling us delusional will be the same people saying, yeah, it's real. The evidence is right there. Lock them up. Man, y'all funny as shit, man.
You would have to ask someone to believe a clerk or an official at the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources doctored this before they released it, to the extent that nobody could understand it until they enhanced it. That's a hell of a doctor job. Okay, so you did that. Then you got into the medical examiner findings. Okay, what was your theory on that? Very quickly.
If he's dead on the boat, how did he die? It should be conclusive. It shouldn't be inconclusive.
Joining us right now, Joseph Scott Morgan.
There's codes here.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, I'm not one of the ones banking off Nolan. I only talk about this maybe twice.
Blue Gold works different.
Or after the first autopsy is compromised, but he could not step now.
And then what is this?
The doctor was not able to, at that point in time, even though he did do a thorough, what's referred to as a layered dissection here, he could not establish the causal effects here because the injury or the insult that you see there, this presentation.
What is that red markings in the back of his neck? And why did the Cajun Navy guy get on Nancy Grace and say when he found Nolan was fully clothed, then come back days later and said that he had on swimming trunks? Like, man, what are y'all talking about? It's a lot to question about this shit. A lot to question.
Did not believe what I was hearing.
Miss Janet Brantley, isn't it true this is the same audio that was released by the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources?
Yes, that is absolutely correct.
Let's listen to it one more time.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership. Hello! Let's go! What'd you say? It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down. I don't know the phone number.
We're just sinking. I don't know. And these guys all supposed to be been on, they fucking grew up on the boat, but they don't know though. Don't nobody know nothing. An island for the kids. Maybe 3% black. And don't nobody know nothing. So the first medical examiner is compromised and her withholding key evidence is questioned at best. Right. Man, all that shit questionable, man. Like, yo, people crazy for acting like we crazy for questioning this whole investigation. For one, they ruled the manner of death way too soon. Like, yo, you're not just supposed to say up, drowning, and just move on. Like, nah, fuck no, hold up. Hold the fuck up, man. Moving too fast, babe. You need to try to figure this shit out first. You don't even know if none of these kids telling the truth. What about the time it took? They rode the boat for 2 hours after the bulge pump supposed to have been sinking them. They rode the boat for 2 hours. Like, what are y'all talking about, man? They called the crime. That's a whole bunch of questions in this case. Y'all are tripping. Y'all just want to be able to live in a world where a white people can allegedly have something to do with a black person dying and don't get held accountable. But y'all can't say that because that'll make you racist. That's all it really is, man. That's all it really is. Y'all want this to be back in Emmett Till days and shit like that, where they can lie on black people, execute them a number of ways, and nobody get held accountable. Nah, yo, fuck no. That shit dead. Yeah, but I gotta go to work. Well, I'm already at work, but I gotta pick up this call, y'all. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're new, subscribe. I'm telling you, cause we gonna keep it real. Probably realer than most channels on this bitch, cause we ain't covering all that nonsense. Like, you go to motherfucker somebody like this girl. Like, this right here is ridiculous. Let me show y'all something. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. This the same shit she did with Diddy. Just look at this shit. Like, yo, she's out of control with this shit. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23 fucking videos on Nolan Wells, man. That's fucking, that's ridiculous. Wild ass titles. Katie's whole story calls into question. The boat escape. Insider reveals what really made the boys. Exposed. Fourth boat. And secret ties. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. She tripping. Yo, but subscribe to the channel if you do. And I'm out.